Hey, this is Emily from the Children's Literature Training Academy Kid Lit Book Love. I want to show you some of my serious children's literature haul I came out with for Christmas this year, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about why I haven't been on my channel and what you can expect if you still follow this channel, if there's anything there hasn't been in the last 8 months to follow. So let's look at what I got. First thing I want to show you guys is I love this. My son got me this. It's the Disney Thomas Kinkade 2022 calendar, and so he does a lot of the Disney reproductions in beautiful Thomas Kinkade like paintings and settings. So I'm super excited about this. And I've had the one he did the last couple of years, so I think he changes it a little bit. But then I got the Motherlode book. Check this out. It weighs a ton. You could probably knock someone out by hitting them in the head with this book. This is Walt Disney's Disneyland, including Discover Walt Disney's Visionary Theme Park, original drawings, blueprints, historical collection, stunning color photography of the building of Disneyland, on and on. This was from my dad. I'm guessing he picked it up. He told me 3 years ago he bought me this, and he forgot he bought it at Christmas, and he found it like sometime after Thanksgiving this year when he was cleaning his garage. So it's like better late than never. He thinks he got it originally at Costco, but he's not sure. So I'm super excited to look at this. If anybody wants to see the inside or a review of this book more specifically, let me know in the comments below. A little bit of fun history. My grandfather, I'm getting notification on here. My grandfather on my mom's side actually was a construction worker who was involved in the original building of Disneyland. I have photos of him on a construction site building Space Mountain, which is really super cool, and a couple of others as well. And he used to take my mom there when she was little. This was in the 50s to work sometimes, like in the summer when there was no one to watch her, or my aunt, her sister, during summer. So that's cool. So look at this. This is exciting. This is the Wildwood Chronicles book series. Beautiful, heavy. So these have to be so darn heavy. Box set. It has all 3 books. That's upside down. All 3 books. Is that upside down? I can't tell. These are by Colin Mallow and Carson Ellis. Let me just show you one from the inside. It's books 1, 2, and 3. These are sort of, and they're beautiful paperback. Aren't they pretty? It has some black and white illustrations in them. Really big books. These are, I'm told, sort of fantasy-like, Harry Potter-ish, fantasy, Narnia type. I don't know. I can't say because I haven't read anything in it yet. I'm going to start on one of these soon. So obviously I'm not going to wait till I read all 3 to do a review because that could be a while. But I will tell you what I think of the first one and go from there. But isn't this pretty? This was actually from Amazon. My older son got me that. I also received this by my youngest son. Isn't this cool? It's the original Rescuers novel. It's Marjorie Sharp. I don't know if you know that the Rescuers, the Disney movie, was actually a book originally, and Walt Disney had a habit of making great books and children's literature into movies. And so the Rescuers, it's a pretty good size little novel. With any pictures, it does have some illustrations in it as well. I've actually already started reading this. I'm about 5 chapters in, so it's really cute. It's good writing. It's not too young, so I can do a review of that if you'd like also. And then I received this other box set, The Borrowers, The Complete Adventures of the Borrowers by Mary Norton. 3 little people and their underground adventures. Yeah, and I remember reading The Borrowers as a child, just one of the books. And I know it's about these miniature people that live underground, under the world of, you know, human people, the big people above them. Apparently this is not gonna, I think I need a crowbar to get these out. They're really packed in there. Well, anyway, that'll have to come when I read one and do a review. So this is The Borrowers. There's 5 books. Here's what they look like. I've read a few other Mary Norton books, and stories, should I say, so I'm really excited about this. So if you're interested in learning more about that, let me know. I did receive, and I didn't want to haul them all over here to show you, I got the original reproductions of the original Nancy Drew series, the complete series, in 3 gigantic box sets that has like 10 or 15 in each, and they weigh a ton. I pulled this one out about a week ago. I'm reading it, The Bungalow Mystery. This is book 3 from the first set. So I'm going to do an entire video review of the Nancy Drew series. There's a lot of interesting information about the Nancy Drew books, and my review of the first one, I'll do that in a separate video pretty soon here because I just didn't want to do too much in this video. But I love these cute little hardbacks. You can just pop them in your bag or your purse or whatever. Super fun. And lastly, I got this from my auntie. This is the complete Little House on the Prairie original box set. All the Laurel Ingalls Wilder books. Little Town on the Prairie, Farmer Boy, The Shores of Silver Lake, Little House on the Prairie, Little House in the Big Woods, On the Banks of Plum Creek, The Long Winter, The First 4 Years, Happy Golden Years. So obviously I read these numerous times when I was a kid. I'm a huge fan of Little House on the Prairie. I have another Little House box set that has sort of the blue, light blue paisley look on them, but they're kind of ratty, and it was used when I got it, so I'm excited to get these all brand new. This is The First 4 Years. Actually, is this the first book? I think it is. I just pulled it out without even looking. Do they have any illustrations? They do not. Oh, well, okay. There's a pencil drawing in here. Charcoal, pencil, whatever that is. There's a couple. So I was happy to have this. I really want to reread all of these. Here's this one. Little House in the Big Woods. Little House on the Prairie. So who's a Little House on the Prairie fan? I've probably seen every episode too many times. There were about a good dozen episodes that probably make me want to slip my wrist because they're pretty boring and go away, like stories that venture away from like the family. But let's see, is there anything else I scored for Christmas book-wise? I think, yeah, that was it, I think. I mean, not bad for a Christmas haul, right? So, if there's any of these you want to see in more specific reviews and more interesting info about the authors or the book series or a review of any of the particular books themselves, definitely let me know below. So I'm way behind in my children's literature, reading and studying and practice. I've been doing my PhD now. It's just been total hell. I mean, they weren't kidding when it's like most people drop out of these programs, because I didn't, I haven't, but it's this past year during COVID, and I was teaching prior to when COVID started, and of course I was laid off like a lot of other teachers, moved to remote, and I was actually, I was teaching college, not younger children, teaching writing and children's literature and other kinds of literature in college. So this past year, and my son actually is a graduate school in the elementary teaching program, and he still lives at home here. So I've been helping him with his thesis project, with children's literature and his literacy program, and doing some volunteer reading with kids, story time at the elementary school where he's doing his internship. So that's taken a ton of my time, and I had a family member with COVID. Thank God, not one that lived in our house, and everything turned out fine, but that was rough. And between that and the holidays and the whole COVID weight gain thing, I haven't been on camera in a while. So, and I haven't had a lot of time for reading myself. So anyway, that's what I have been up to, and I just don't have as much time for reading, and so I'm coming to the end of all that. I have someone else that's running the educational part of the Children's Literature Training Academy. So I do really miss reading and talking to you guys and doing these videos. I'm going to try to do this as often as I can. And I have a bunch of books stacked up, actually, I've been wanting to share, including this pile. So I thought this would be a great start. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. And if you have any more questions or anything else you want to see, let me know in particular. And I have to add, I found out I'm going to be a grandma. So a couple months back, my oldest son and his wife are expecting a little boy, so I'm going to have a little grandson. So I'm super excited to be buying him books and sharing my vast knowledge of literature with him as he gets older and all of those things. So you might see me reviewing more and more illustrated children's picture books in the next year or two. He's actually due here in March, so I'm very excited about that. I only wish they lived closer because they live 2 hours away. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and have a great day.